1 for 1. One and done.
Nice job, buddy.
Yeah, that was easy.
Money.
That was an easy intro. All right, episode 28 is, what's 28? Half of 56? Is that it?
Yeah, we've podcasted for the entire month of February, if you condensed it down.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. What do we have here first in the list? Did you hear that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Grammys?
He keeps doing this. He's been doing this for like weeks to everybody. Anybody who comes over, anybody he runs into.
I'll grab my phone and be like, guys, you see this? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith at the Grammys. It's not even true. It was the Oscars.
It's the Oscars. Yeah, so it's bad, guys. It's bad over here.
Yeah, we're running out of bits over here.
Old bits, stale stuff.
Old bits, redone. That's what we're up to. All seriousness, we have done 28 episodes of the podcast. We are very grateful for that. As a little bit of a gift to Richard Ratboy, my co-host, the best co-host of all time, I got you something.
Okay.
I signed up for one of those services that basically tells you what your future ancestors will look like.
Okay.
And I did it for Richard Ratboy as like a little bit of a gift.
Future ancestors.
So go ahead and pull up Housekeeping Pick 1. So this like basically projects what your future ancestors will look like. This would be your son. Oh man!
All right, so he's got no chance of dying in a car accident. That's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah. So what that is a computer animated image or whatever.
Yeah.
Of what humans would look like if they evolved to survive car wrecks.
So it's like Big Ed times 10x.
Yeah.
Neck thick, no room, no joints to even twist around. So yeah, this guy should be a race car driver, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And if this becomes what people look like, I become way more dateable.
Yeah.
Which is good. So
if you're in a world with Graham around here, yeah, you'll have your pick of the litter.
So we're hoping for the best. All right, moving on. We're still in housekeeping. Today we're doing a little bit of a giveaway on the show. If you guys leave a nice compliment about the show in the comment section, we're going to pick one, the nicest compliment from the show, or nicest compliment about the show, and we are going to reward you with a pair of the new Fleckus toys. We have the Rhino Dan Crenshaw action figure and the Hillary Clinton receptacle van. Opposite. We are going to give a free pair of those away in this box. I'm going to write you a little note too, and we're going to send it to you, and you're going to have a little gift from the show. All you have to do to participate and enter to win is leave a nice compliment about the show. Just maybe do show compliment, something nice about the show, and we'll pick one of those to get the free toys. Anyone else?
You're going to pick?
We're going to pick.
It's not top liked or anything
It's
like
not top liked. It's just the one that resonates with me the most, who I like the best. And we're going to give you a free pair of toys. Everyone else, fleckustoys.com. These toys are still available. We have the Rhino action figure, the badass Dan Crenshaw, and of course, the very popular Hillary Clinton receptacle van. So get those while you still can, or if you want to try your luck, leave a really nice, sincere compliment about the show, and we will pick a winner a few days after the show airs.
Yeah. No pressure.
Moving on, we're still in housekeeping. We're going to hammer a lot of housekeeping stuff. Just quick stories in housekeeping. Joe Biden had a very stupid week.
Yeah, down in the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
He says dumb stuff. Birds go to the bathroom on him.
Yeah.
Real sloppy week for him. And it's interesting because Joe Biden has always had sloppy weeks. He's always a sloppy person to kind of keep track of. Mm-hmm. He's always going to fumble and mumble and do gaffes. And it used to be in the regime's best interest to hide him. Remember, they used to hide him and be like, oh, I haven't seen Joe Biden in weeks. Where is he?
Yeah, only 2 debates, like, calling a lid at 11 a.m. in Delaware.
Exactly. Going to his beach house in Delaware all the time. And everyone kind of let it happen. He was not in the picture. Now, Joe Biden, who is worse than ever gaff-wise.
Yeah.
Worse than ever, like, messing up and saying stupid stuff and getting pooped on by birds. Now they're actually parading him front and center.
Yeah, you've been seeing him a lot more.
Which is interesting because it was the regime's best interest to keep him away at a certain point, and now, for some reason, it's in their best interest to parade him when he looks his stupidest. So something might be changing when it comes to goals and who they're supporting and who's got who's back and who they're kind of done with. It seems like they're kind of getting done with Joe Biden.
Yeah, they're throwing him to the wolves a little bit.
Yes, they absolutely are.
And I've been talking about this a little bit. He has the worst gaffes ever, and it's like a teleprompter miss or some sort of like brutal mispronunciation, or he skips a complete sentence, has a brain glitch. And we just have like mishap fatigue on Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Like he's done so many gaffes and so many stupid stuff that it's like, look, another one, and it doesn't have the cachet that it used to. You know,
And with Trump, they used to like make one happen out of nothing. Like, oh, look at this gaffe, even though he didn't really say it.
The koi pond thing.
Yeah,
or like
the koi
whatever.
pond, or the Nazis are good people, and then like one sentence later, he completely clarifies it and qualifies it.
Yeah.
But we ignore that, and now Joe Biden is just completely blundering and going crazy, and no one cares. We're used to it at this point.
Yeah.
So that's getting interesting. It's interesting that they changed their tone a little bit. They used to try to hide him, and now they're showing him off. And it's not because they're showing him off because he's all good and he figured it out. They're showing him off at his worst. So what does that mean? The regime done with Joe Biden? Let us know in the comments. Tucker thinks so too, because they're coming for
Did he say that?
the Hunter Biden stuff. Like they wouldn't be coming for that if they didn't really want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Well, I think everybody knows he's not going to run next election, right? Like he can't physically do it. The jig was up. Like they hit him the pre-election and in the debates, they hit him. And now the jig is up. They're like, all right, you've seen 4 years of this guy. We can't throw a fastball past you guys anymore.
Exactly. Moving on. We're still in housekeeping, but this is a busier housekeeping that includes stories. We found a glitch in the simulation. The simulation code is not perfect, guys. Everyone knows this. Look at this. This is a bug in a jar.
Okay, guys, so we found this weird-looking little spider thingy in the garage, and...
Right? Nothing.
When you type...
Over here, look. Every time I touch my phone, it freaking
Tap it crazy.
moves.
Tap it crazy.
Look, look, look. But yet, I'm tapping the table and nothing. And I go here on my phone and I touch the
Okay,
camera.
so obviously the simulation
It's like if it
code
feels
isn't
what it-
perfect.
Okay, wait,
We're
stop.
seeing some glitches in the
Yeah.
simulation. This is actually
Okay.
quite common. I see this all the time.
That is so
And I think a lot of people are starting to
weird.
notice the simulation
Right.
code isn't perfect in certain
Ew.
situations.
What do you mean? What? You've seen a lot of glitches recently?
Well, I mean, yes, the simulation. There's like the bleeding over of the realms is becoming way more obvious. Like for example, if I look into a reflection in the mirror, right, and then there's another mirror, in that second mirror, in that reflection, you can see people who aren't seen in our realm, like running around and stuff. There's that at night. There's the pillow whisperer. There's the door guy. So there's a lot of situations where like we're kind of blurring and melding the lines between realms and realities.
Are you seeing people in your mirror?
Well, not in my mirror, in the mirror's mirror, in the double reflection, in the second reflection, you can kind of, the simulation code isn't strong enough for that.
So like when the lady cuts your haircut and she goes, does this look good? And you're going off the mirror, then you see little people up in this mirror?
Not when it's like out in public and bright like that.
Okay.
But
just
like,
when you're in your schizophrenic mood.
just at night, in the middle of the night, the door guy, you guys know the door guy. When you wake up in the middle of the night and the door jam, the door becomes the guy and he's gigantic. He's like 8 feet tall.
he's broad and he's got square shoulders.
Yeah, the pillow whisperer, the clothes pile. These are all ways the
All right,
other entities come into our realm.
Okay, I'll play along.
So the simulation obviously is
Glitching over this.
It's glitching.
And the girls are doing a little science experiment. They're like, I'm tapping my finger, nothing.
because the simulation
this.
code is probably like, oh yeah, if you tap the glass and the bug, the bug will freak out. But then you're doing it on the phone, which isn't attached to the bug, but the simulation code isn't obviously perfect, and then you get some truth there, some exposure of
All right,
what's really
now
going on.
just you and me. Do you guys want to know what really happened?
Yeah.
It's like infrared. It's an infrared camera, and the bug responds to that. And
So it
that's
isn't nothing. There's an autofocus.
So they're
with it.
torturing the spider.
But they are touching on the phone, and the phone is sending infrared to focus, and
Yes.
the target is the bug, and then the bug feels that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't fully wrong.
No. Yeah. But define realm. What realm are we talking?
The 3D, 4D, 5D.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Does that make more sense to
Yeah,
you?
that's fair. That's fine. I'm
So-
surprised you had an answer for it.
Yeah.
define
So the
realm.
cat is out of the bag. The simulation code is not perfect. The simulation glitches are becoming more and more obvious. Everyone sees it. It's so clear to most people.
Yeah.
The cat is out of the bag. Moving on. Unfortunately, in China, COVID is back, and over there across the water, the cats are in the bag. This is not a funny thing. The Chinese Communist Party has stuffed all these cats into a net.
This is where the phrase comes from.
That's where the phrase comes from. The cat's out of the bag. But wouldn't that be a positive thing? Wouldn't you want those cats out of the bag?
Yeah, the cat escaped from the bag it was being confined in.
Yeah.
So I guess whenever this saying came about, there were multiple cats in bags.
Yeah. So maybe it's not for nothing what they're doing.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. And then cat out of the bag, I guess, is a positive thing. So it's like if the cat comes out of the bag and the truth is revealed on COVID, that would be good.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So the cat is in the bag. That's the only thing I had for that section just because of that one video. We don't
Nice
want to get
bit.
into COVID.
Nice bit, buddy.
Speaking of nice bits, the blackhead bit. Go ahead
Disgusting.
and play this one.
I don't even want
I
to.
made this the other day. I had to. I felt obligated. No one else did. So someone's gonna. It's gonna be me.
Skip through this if you want to, guys. This is disgusting blackhead bits.
Yep. Guys, the swiping of the thing, there was such an opportunity there. I had to do it.
That's so disgusting.
Someone had to do it.
Ugh, I hate shit like
Yeah,
that. I
well-
can never watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I can never get involved in anything like that. I get grossed.
It was too easy. I had to do it to him. If I didn't do it, someone else would. And,
I don't know if anybody was coming for that.
and now I have a monopoly on that bit. Moving on into our favorite section of the week.